Welcome back, tubers. If you like this type of content, please consider a like, a subscribe, and also leave a comment. Thank you. All right, welcome back, tubers. This is my channel, Reverend Jeffrey, and welcome everybody, even the new guys. We are rebuilding a house, remodeling a house that I paid $1 for, and of course it needs everything. As you watch all of these episodes, you'll see how I progress little by little. We're doing some last minute finishing up kind of stuff. As you've seen in the last couple of issues, I've been doing quite a bit of sheetrock. And also as parts come in, I've been kind of finishing up the plumbing. Most of the electrical's all done. I gotta throw some lights in upstairs. I might just do that here in the next couple of episodes or whatever. But let me get you caught up with what I have been doing lately in the last, I don't know, almost a whole week now. You know, little stuff, like I always say before, baby steps. So anyway, I momentarily patched some of the sheetrock. It's all temporary because all of that insulation's got to come out. Sorry about the glare. I just kind of threw that up because I had some scraps. Like I did over here before, I had a piece of scrap, I threw it in there. As well as I did over here on the wall, I threw a piece of scrap in over there. But also today, I had the pleasure of filling in my floor. I always had some paneling down here to cover the hole. There was a hole, there was 3 or 4 flooring that had fallen through. It was a soft spot. The subflooring was compromised. So today what I did is I went in there and I restructured the subfloor, and then I just temporarily pieced in some flooring that I kind of hung on to when I ripped up the floor in the bedrooms. And now it's all solid again. I'm loving it. The porch is still kind of squishy, but anyway, the floor is all taken care of. Let me close the door. You get all that noise from the traffic out there. Okay, so, you know, sheetrock. I've done the inside corner of the bathroom here. I still got one whole sheet that I got to put into here. 3/4 of a sheet to put in over here. All the plumbing is done. The shower valve is solid as a rock. The head unit is solid as a rock. I think I showed you that last time. I have one piece of sheetrock left, and that's either going to go into here for the bathtub wall because I'm waiting for that stupid valve to come in. It's been on a slow boat from China. I got exactly what I wanted, but man, I didn't know it was going to take so long. Anyway, I've been waiting 2 months for this thing. It's going to come in next week. The 8th. It was scheduled for the 8th. Anyway, I got a little piece of sheetrock here, but other than that, I mean, I filled in over the head of the door there because I had some scraps left, and with my other sheets of sheetrock, I filled in the, God, you can't even see it. Anyway, the kitchen wall here, I did that, and I had a base unit, 32-inch base unit, sink base, that I put into the utility room. I'll show you that in a minute. But I drug it out here just to get an idea. I mocked up the kitchen sink. This is old farmer sink that I got out of the house next door with my neighbor's permission. And so I've got a couple of PEX hoses in the back here. And all I got to do is mount this. This is brand new. I got this from Amazon and came in a few days. There's my sink faucet. And oh, this thing is huge. This is like 1 foot long. I was thinking 8 or 9 inches would be fine, but this thing is 1 foot long. But it fills the whole sink. I mean, it goes all the way around the sink. So I'm loving it. So yeah, you can see it comes right straight down there. That's fine. That gives me an idea where things are going to go. I marked the wall, so it's going to be right about there. I'm still working on getting some cabinets over here. I sourced out all the butcher block for the countertops, and they come in standard sizes, 98 inches. I figured I could put a whole one over here. That'll come 25 inches off the wall. Put another 98-inch one over here. That'll come over to the edge. And then, right about here, and then 24 inches will be for a cabinet down below. I mean, it's all going to be cabinets out to here, but then this here, I'm going to put a 24-inch and a 36-inch base unit right here. And so this, like I was saying before, I'm going to cut in the wall. I got two studs right here. Two studs. One of them's going to be my jack stud, so I'm going to cut it off where I need to. I'm going to put a couple of 2x6s all the way across over here to the other wall. That's going to allow me to open up this wall. I want it to be open to the living room. And then, of course, 39 inches for my butcher block. They got a wider one that's 39 inches, not just 25 for like regular cabinets. This will be my breakfast counter. So it'll come out this. So that's about, I don't know, roughly about almost 16 inches, 14, 16 inches out from the edge of the counter. So my cabinets are going to come over here, plus a piece of sheetrock is ½ an inch. So. And it all measures out perfectly. So anyway, cabinets all the way up to here, and then cabinets are going to, ½ an inch out. Then they're going to come out to here, 5 feet, and that's going to leave me. I wanted to make sure I left room between this wall and the corner of the counter. Of course, I'm going to whack off maybe just a little bit of a 60-degree angle off of the corner of it there, so you don't whamming into it with your thigh or something like that, or your hip. Anyway. It's going to be perfect. 5 feet out is perfect with a little angle on the counter. And then we'll be able to walk by it. And there's my opening for the refrigerator. I made it, again, 36.5 inches so that the standard double-wide refrigerator, 36-inch wide, will go in there. And then I'll put a big cabinet or something up here on the top, storage, whatever. When I get around to doing finish work on the sheetrock, all these little corner beads. So I need another piece of sheetrock for here and in the back, but I'm still doing some work. I haven't put that outlet in for that refrigerator yet. Jeez, I got to do that. And the water for the ice maker. I got to put both those in over there. So everything's getting finished up. Here's my temporary power right now. I got that on. Then I got lights. So, anyway, then 32-inch sink base, 36-inch sink base, whatever. And then I'll take another butcher block and put it up against the wall here. I was just figuring out, my hot water tank finally came in, tankless. It's really only supposed to do basically a sink. But I mean, how many times do people run 2 or 3 or 4 different sinks, running a tub or taking a shower and using other sinks in the meantime? I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. If I get 2 or 3 people living in the house, then yeah, it might be an issue later on. But for now, it pumps out at full volume. It pumps out 3 gallons per minute. And if you think about it, the shower stall only uses 2 gallons a minute, and only half of that's going to be hot. So 1 gallon a minute is all I need for the shower. That allows, 1 or 2 gallons a minute to be for a sink or a tub or kitchen sink, whatever. I think it's going to work just fine. I got it on a special price. It only cost me $200. These things are normally $260 and up. They go upwards of $300-400 sometimes. This is a special. You see, it's SioGreen. SioGreen, not BioGreen, but it's SioGreen. Anyway, that's the name of the manufacturer. This particular type of unit is infrared heating. It doesn't use metal heating units to warm the water up. It's got 4 chambers in there that wraps around cold in and hot out, and it's got a valve here, quarter turn valve, where you can modulate the volume of the water. If you got it wide open, it might not warm the water up totally to perfect temperature. If you take really hot showers, then wide open may not work for you. You may have to close it just a little bit, whatever. Anyway, here's the beauty about this. It does not create scale on your pipes, inside your pipes. And you know how you get, you know how like regular hot water tanks have got a sacrificial anode for minerals in the water? Well, this doesn't do that. It's infrared. So it doesn't have the metal heating units in it. Anyway, that's what I wanted. That's what I got. It is very, very special. I got it at a good price. I'm loving it. Anyway, so I've been kind of figuring out how I'm going to run all my pipes for the filtering system. Here's my filters up here and my water pump. My water pump hooks onto here. There's my main shut-off valve for the water. So I've got it all figured out. I know exactly how I'm going to do it. Cold water comes in, goes into the water pump, goes in through the main shut-off, goes into the filter, comes over here, tees off. One run is going to come over here for the cold water inlet for the tank, and then from that tee, it's going to come down and go down. Anyway, it's going to be cold water coming over here going into the house. Cold water house. On the other side of that wall is cold water for the tub. Over here is a hot water. Hot water will come over here and out of there. So hot water goes to the tub, and then it goes over to the sink, goes over to the shower. It's beautiful. Everything works perfect. Almost exactly. Now, the other thing that I have, I bought my battery. For those of you who understand what it is, it's 8D. That's the size of the battery. It's a big old 8D. It's for like forklifts. Some semis use the big batteries like this. Anyway, here's the nice thing. You know how a regular battery can have like 850 cold cranking amps? Or if you buy like one of those Optima batteries, you can get almost 1,000 cold cranking amps. This thing has 1,750 cold cranking amps. It's not CCA, it's MCA, marine cranking amps. You can use these on ships, forklifts, tractors, all kinds of equipment. Anyway, this thing is a beast. It's 150 pounds. This thing is heavy, let me tell you. And with my brackets up here, what I want to do is later on, I want to take my inverter, move it up to the top rung here, and that'll allow me enough room to put a second battery in here. Right now, this is 12 volts. And as it comes to wattage, I think it was 1,500 watts. I'm not really sure. I have to re-look that up again. But anyway, so I've got the brackets down on here on the bottom rung, and I allow myself enough room. Once I move this up to the top rung, it'll allow me, because the inverter will sit on top of it, right? And then it'll give me a big old space in here. I can put a second battery in here, and then I can run like 24 volts to my inverter. This particular inverter will run 12, 24, or 48 volts. It's auto sensing. And then I'll have off of the output, the AC output. Here's for my hot water tank, and then I'm going to have a second wire, 10 gauge, 10-2 with ground wire off of here. It's going to go into the wall here. I'm going to go straight up on the inside. It'll go across in the attic, come down, and go into the breaker panel. So anyway, that's the electrical. I still need to wire everything here yet. I just got this here the other day, a couple of days ago, and Then, when I opened the box, I realized this thing had a really, really short cable on it. So I kind of had to, I was forced to put the, right here. I wanted it kind of up here farther, but with that short cable and the where I've got my inverters placed right now, I'm pretty much forced to put this down here. But like I was saying, it allowed me to put my main water service to come across the top here with a T in it, come down around it. I'm going to have to make a sharp bend at the bottom. I have to buy me 1, 2, 3 right angle PEX bits. So we'll do that. A T right here. I got another several T's left. And the hot water will come right off of here, come over here. See, hot water will go like this, and then cold water will come right across the top of it here. So both of them will come together, and then when they split off like that, a couple more angles maybe. Anyway, they're going to go down into the countertop and then straight down into the subfloor and flooring. I still got to do flooring in here, and then attached to the house. So anyway, now you're all caught up to date. As you can see, I've got it all completely mocked up. One minor thing here, I had to do a patch. Once I put this wall all back together, I showed you that the box was proud by a ½ an inch because there was 3 layers of sheetrock and plaster and glass on this wall. So once I put the sheetrock up, I found out that the box was too proud. So I had to dig it out, undo the nails, and then sink it back into the wall, and then redo the nails back up. Then I put this patch in. I got a piece of wood back there, screwed it here, screwed it there. Everything's good. Okay, so now the oven is wired in. It's ready to go. I think what I'm going to do, I'm not really sure just yet. You know, everything's in flux. But I think I want to do a cabinet-mounted oven. And then up on the countertop, since it's going to be butcher block, I didn't want to have to cut the butcher block. So I'm still going to have to cut it. But I think what I'll do is put in a range top on top of it. Now, again, I'm still undecided. I do want to have 2 elements that is induction, because I want steel pans, of course, and then maybe 2 elements that are going to be gas. That means I'm going to have to run a propane line, or I might even just have propane down here in the cabinet. Oh, yeah, maybe I can do that. And then run that up to the countertop. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I have a 24. I got a tank in the living room. Let me take you guys for a little trip right here. As you can't really see it, but I got a big tank. I got a 20-gallon tank in the back over here. Then I got a smaller 7-gallon tank down there at the bottom. So either way, I can do for the cabinets. So anyway, basically that's it. Everything's coming together. What I'm doing, now again, I want to remind you, what I'm doing here is getting prepared for the appraiser. I'm going through a refinance so I can get a mortgage on this house, and I'm hoping that he'll say that the house is livable. If I can get that faucet to come in, and if I can get a couple of cabinets in, those 2 faucets will be wired in, will be plumbed in solid. Everything else is plumbed in solid. So the sink is plumbed into the valve, solid. The shower stall is plumbed in solid to a diverter. The toilet is plumbed in solid to the valve. The utility room is plumbed in solid to for the washer machine. Everything's all solid. All I got to do is this faucet here and the tub faucet, and then I can pressurize the whole system. All the PEX throughout the whole house is completed. So, with the exception of those, like I said, I got the brass nipples up there to change it to PEX and whatever. So anyway, that's coming along. Oh my God, this has been a long journey, and it's finally getting there. Couple more pieces of sheetrock. I'm hoping that the appraiser doesn't really mind that much, because I got to lift this wall up another inch or so. And like I said, I've done a whole lot of patching. Even though the patching is all going to be taken down later, I just wanted to kind of show the appraiser that it's a work in progress. It's, you know, it's getting there. So anyway, if you made it, whoops, whoa, check that light out. Anyway, if you made it this far through the video, throw me a like and a subscribe. And, oh God, it's beautiful. It's almost 70 degrees outside. I'm going to go outside and enjoy the rest of the weather. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.